September 2004 is a day I will never forget. It seemed like any other morning when I woke, but it would become the greatest day of my life. Like most other people, I had struggled and worked hard to survive all my life, dealing with difficulties and obstacles as best I could. But 2004 had been an especially tough year for me, and the challenging circumstances literally brought me to my knees on September 9. My relationships, health, career and finances appeared to be in an irretrievable state. I could see no way out of the mounting difficulties that surrounded me. And then it happened. My daughter handed me a 100-year-old book, and during the 90 minutes it took me to read the book, my entire life changed. I understood how everything had happened in my life, and I immediately knew what to do to change every circumstance into what I wanted. I had discovered a secret that had been passed on through centuries, but had been known by very few people throughout history. From that moment, the world I saw was not the same. I had believed about the way life worked was the very opposite of how it really was. I had lived decades believing that things in life just happened to us, but now I could see the incredible truth. I could also see that the majority of people did not know this secret, and so I set out to share it with the world. Against every imaginable obstacle, I created the film The Secret, and it was released to the world in 2006. Later the same year, I wrote the book The Secret, which enabled me to share more of what I had discovered. When The Secret was released, it travelled at lightning speed and was passed from one person to another across the planet. Today, tens of millions of people in every country in the world have changed their lives in the most incredible ways with its knowledge. As people learned how to change their lives with The Secret, they shared thousands of amazing stories with me, and I received more insights into why people experience such difficulties in their lives. And with those insights came the knowledge of the power. Knowledge that can change lives instantly. The Secret reveals the law of attraction, the most powerful law that governs our lives. The power contains the essence of everything I have learned since The Secret was released in 2006. In the power, you will come to understand that all it takes is just one thing to change your relationships, money, health, happiness, career, and your entire life. You don't need to have read The Secret for the power to change your life, because everything you need to know is contained in the power. If you have read The Secret, then this book will add immeasurably to what you already know. There is so much for you to know. There is so much for you to understand about yourself and your life. And it is all good. In fact, it is beyond good. It is phenomenal.
Introduction.
You are meant to have an amazing life. You are meant to have everything you love and desire. Your work is meant to be exciting, and you are meant to accomplish all the things you would love to accomplish. Your relationships with your family and friends are meant to be filled with happiness. You are meant to have all the money you need to live a full, wonderful life. You are meant to be living your dreams, all of them. If you want to travel, you are meant to travel. If you would love to start a business, you are meant to start a business. If you would love to learn to dance or learn how to sail a yacht or study Italian, you are meant to do those things. If you would love to be a musician, a scientist, a business owner, an inventor, a performer, a parent, or whatever it is you would love to be, you are meant to be it. When you wake up each day, you should be filled with excitement because you know the day is going to be full of great things. You are meant to be laughing and full of joy. You are meant to feel strong and safe. You are meant to feel good about yourself and know you're invaluable. Of course there will be challenges in your life, and you are meant to have them too, because they help you to grow. But you are meant to know how to overcome problems and challenges. You are meant to be victorious. You are meant to be happy. You are meant to have an amazing life. You were not born to struggle. You were not born to live a life where the moments of joy are few and far between. You were not born to toil in your work 5 days a week with fleeting moments of happiness on weekends. You were not born to live with limited energy, feeling exhausted at the end of each day. You were not born to worry or be afraid. You were not born to suffer. What would be the point of your life? You are meant to experience life to its fullest and have everything you want, and at the same time be filled with joy, health, vitality, excitement, and love, because that is an amazing life. The life of your dreams, everything you would love to be, do, or have, has always been closer to you than you knew, because the power to everything you want is inside you.
There is a supreme power and ruling force which pervades and rules the boundless universe. You are a part of this power. Francis Mulford, 19th century New Thought author.
In this book, I want to show you the way to an amazing life. You will discover something incredible about yourself, your life, and the universe. Life is so much easier than you think it is, and as you come to understand the way life works and the power you have inside you, you will experience the magic of life in its fullness, and then you will have an amazing life. Now let the magic of your life begin.
What is the power?
What this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists. Alexander Graham Bell, 19th century inventor of the telephone.
Life is simple. Your life is made up of only two kinds of things, positive things and negative things. Each area of your life, whether it's your health, money, relationships, work, or happiness, is either positive or negative to you. You have plenty of money or you lack money. You are brimming with health or you lack health. Your relationships are happy or difficult. Your work is exciting and successful or dissatisfying and unsuccessful. You are filled with happiness or you don't feel good a lot of the time. You have good years or bad years, good times or bad times, good days or bad days. If you have more negative things than positive things in your life, then something is very wrong and you know it. You see other people who are happy and fulfilled and whose lives are full of great things, and something tells you that you deserve all that too. And you're right, you do deserve a life overflowing with good things. Most people who have a great life don't realize exactly what it was that they did to get it, but they did do something. They used the power that is the cause of everything good in life. Without exception, every person who has a great life used love to achieve it. The power to have all the positive and good things in life is love. Love has been talked about and written about since the beginning of time, in every religion and by every great thinker, philosopher, prophet and leader. But many of us have not truly understood their wise words. Even though their teachings were specifically for people in their time, their one truth and message to the world is still the same today. Love. Because when you love, you are using the greatest power in the universe.
The force of love. Love is an element which, though physically unseen, is as real as air or water. It is an acting, living, moving force. It moves in waves and currents like those of the ocean. Francis Mulford, 19th century New Thought author.
The kind of love that the greatest thinkers and saviors of the world talked about is very different from what most people understand love to be. It is much more than loving your family, friends, and favorite things, because love is not just a feeling. Love is a positive force. Love is not weak, feeble, or soft. Love is the positive force of life. Love is the cause of everything positive and good. There are not 100 different positive forces in life. There is only one. Nature's great powers, like gravity and electromagnetism, are invisible to our senses, but their power is indisputable. Likewise, the force of love is invisible to us, but its power is in fact far greater than any of nature's powers. The evidence of its power can be seen everywhere in the world. Without love, there is no life. Take a moment to think about it. What would the world be without love? Well, first of all, you wouldn't even exist. Without love, you couldn't have been born. None of your family and friends would have been born either. In fact, there wouldn't be a single human being on the planet. If the force of love ceased today, the entire human race would decrease and eventually die out. Every single invention, discovery, and human creation came from the love in a human heart. If it were not for the love of the Wright brothers, we could not fly in an airplane. If it were not for the love of scientists, inventors, and discoverers, we would not have electricity, heating, or light. Nor would we be able to drive a car or use a phone, appliance, or any of the technology that makes life easier and more comfortable. Without the love of architects and builders, there would be no homes, buildings, or cities. Without love, there would be no medicines, doctors, or emergency facilities, no teachers, schools, or education. There would be no books, no paintings, and no music, because all of these things